This is Isabella Breda, the editor-in-chief of The Echo, Cal Lutheran's student newspaper. This week, our reporter Nataly Gutierrez spent some time catching up with counseling and psychological services to discuss what remote services are available to students while classes continue in a virtual format.
My name is Nataly Gutierrez. I'm a senior and I'm majoring in communications with an emphasis in TV and film.
So Nataly got the chance to sit down with counseling and psychological services to discuss what remote services are available for Cal Lutheran students and how that sort of shifted as we went virtual. So can you describe a little bit if the need for mental health services has changed at all and what is available?
Okay. It's changed in the fact that they are operating remotely, and although they can't have that one-on-one experience with a student to be like physically there, they are trying to be there for their students by creating programs that will help with their mental health and videos on IG where they teach students how to meditate, how to do yoga, how to manage to stay sane through this pandemic lockdown.
Right. And so they have these mindfulness tips on their Instagram. But in regard to teletherapy, can you kind of walk us through what that looks like, what those programs are?
Yes. So the services that CAPS is offering is, like you said, they are offering teletherapy, which is therapy through the phone or on Zoom. And if you really need teletherapy, all you have to do is email CAPS and tell them like your situation, or just simply tell them that you need therapy, and they will assist you, and you guys will schedule a teletherapy session. And they are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. to assist students in whatever they might need. And like I said, they also design programs to help manage students with their mental health. And one of the programs they have is a program called CAPS Pathway to Wellness, where students will learn the basics of wellness, building coping skills, finding acceptance, and practicing self-compassion. They meet every other Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. And lastly, they have a Healing Through Acceptance program, which is a grief support group, which is held on Tuesdays from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. And that program basically gains a deeper understanding of the grieving process, learning how to cope with your grief, and ultimately how to achieve acceptance and discuss your experience in a supportive environment. Students that are interested in these amazing programs can go to counseling and psychological services on the Cal Lutheran website.
Okay, great. And so they have this new breadth of programs available remotely. But in terms of crisis preparedness, students may be feeling a breadth of other emotions, especially right now with all the extra pressures of the pandemic and the political environment. So what procedures are in place to sort of mitigate these mental health crises amongst students?
Okay, that's a great question. It all depends based on the situation, but if it is a life-threatening crisis, emergency services are called, and university employees coordinate with those professionals. Typically, a report is submitted to the care team so that there's a follow-up with any students of concern and students that they just need help.
In your article, you do discuss another resource that is associated with CAPS, but it's not specifically a CAPS program. It just has to do with mental health and students' well-being, and that's the care team. So can you explain who they are and what their purpose is on the campus?
Okay, so the care team stands for Campus Awareness, Referral, and Education. And they are a cross-divisional team that reviews student cases related to social, mental health, academic, or behavior issues. And a group of 6 people that work in different departments on campus are on the team. And basically is when a student is going through something, or a student's friend or peers, if they're going through something, what they do is they would typically they would email care@calutherton.edu, and Salma Liu, which is the case manager, reaches out because that's her role on the care team, to provide outreach and support. And how the care team functions is in order for them to provide outreach and support, they need to receive a student's case, because if they don't, then there's no way to be willing to help that student, unfortunately, unless something tragic happened. Like, for example, the horrific incident that happened in TO 2008, the borderline. So in that situation, it was a horrific experience. And what the care team did was reach out to the individuals that were there, that lived through that horrific experience. So that's the only way that the care team will reach out. But other than that, they need to receive a student's report in order to give that outreach and support, which Selma does.
Right. And so basically what happens is, what I'm gathering is the care team will receive a report initiated by like a peer of the student that may be struggling, or a professor, someone who's in some way noticing a change in their behavior, and then they will intervene from there.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so then I wanted to discuss a little bit about what CAPS is doing to sort of promote mindfulness while students are trying to balance all these online activities.
They are trying to just let the students know that they're there for them, and that although, like I stated previously, they can't have that one-on-one physical connection with the student, but they really want to be there remotely. So that's why they're creating these programs. That's why they're uploading videos on CAP's Instagram page for students to practice mindfulness, for students to work on their mental health, and to just let them know that they're not alone, and that there's services and resources on campus to help students, especially through these challenging times that we're going through.
Okay, great. And is there anything else you think students should know who may be struggling? What resources are available for them?
I really want students to know that CAPS is there for them, the care team. If you're going through something, or your peer, or just someone on campus that they really need help, to please contact the care team. Because like I said, like Salma, will learn what's happening to that specific individual, and she will find resources, and depending on the situation that that person is in, she might point them out to other campus resources that might be helpful for that student. And CAPS is also there for them with these programs, with these teletherapy that they're offering, and their drop-in hours. And like I said, you guys could all, if you guys want more information about this, please don't hesitate to go to Counseling and Psychological Services on Cal Lutherton's website. And also that also ties in with the care team, to also to not be hesitant to email the care team. We have to really take care of each other and prioritize our mental health, because mental health is something serious.
Thank you so much for your time, Nataly.
Thank you, Isabella.
Here's what else you need to know this week. Last week, 52 staff positions were furloughed for up to 25% of their time. This brings the total number of furloughed positions to 66. In addition, 17 staff positions have been completely laid off in efforts to balance Cal Lutheran's budget. Less than 1 month away is the election. The Echo is running a series of stories covering various events that provide information for students and the greater community on how to get civically engaged. These stories and Nataly's story regarding CAPS services while learning remotely are all available at cluecho.com. Thank you so much for listening.